Come with another sit down. But first, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Ruach
double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, that rule well, that taught us the truth, and blessings to the elect, whether they be scattered. All right. And today's lesson, we're going to go into Romans 13. And one of the reasons why, because I saw recently, well, not recently, but there was these videos on during the scandemic, and certain Israelite groups and churches, but mainly Israelite groups, was using that passage to say, listen, you have to take the snake bite juice. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to submit to the government and all that stuff. It's not talking about that. All right. Every empire on the earth is set up by Yahweh and Yahushai. All right. And if it's ruling over us Israelites, it's because we've done wrong, we've sinned, and therefore they're ordained by the Lord. All right? It doesn't mean to we have to do everything that they say. All right? It's talking about uprisings and battles. Okay? Because in our history, someone Google that, man.
Go on.
All right? 70 AD, what was that war about? Okay? A lot of times the Romans, there was many uprisings with Israelites against the Rome because of taxes, okay? And the Heavenly Father ordained that fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire. Right. So if you rebel against it, you know, we're talking about uprisings, you know, getting a group together and so forth, all right, you're going against what the Lord has ordained. So we're going to go into that a little bit. We've got some articles as well. And Lord willing, you brothers and a few sisters will be edified, you know? All right? Someone get Romans 13 and you start verse 1.
I've got it.
Got it, yeah?
Romans 13 from verse 1.
Okay.
Let every soul be subject to the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High.
Yep.
The powers that are, He ordained of the Most High.
See, the powers ordained of the Most High. All right? Now, you got your laptop, right? Hurry up.
Yep.
The laptop. If you got Romans, have you got in the blue letter, yeah?
Yeah, I got it in blue letter.
Because if you put it in the NLT, it's more plainer, if you get what I mean.
Romans chapter 13 and read from the top. You want me to just read it verbatim
in the NLT?
In the NLT. All right.
Yeah. So you read verse 1, right?
Yeah, in
the King James. All right. I read it in the NLT.
Yeah. From verse 1 says, everyone must submit to the governing authorities, for all authority comes from God, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by God.
See, so the Lord ordained that there will be certain governments and certain empires. All right. So we're not supposed to really battle against it. All right. You got Matthew, and when you look into Israelites having uprisings in the Roman Empire, it was always due to taxes. You know, that was one of the main problems that we had. We had uprisings and stuff. That's why you had Jews of Galilee and on other people. What's that group again? Sakari? Yeah, Sakari and all these kind of other groups. You know, trying to fight their way out of oppression. And what does that remind you of today? The Black Panthers, man. Remember back in the day? Yeah, Black Panthers, all that stuff.
Afeni Shakur.
Yeah?
Afeni Shakur.
Oh yeah, Afeni Shakur. Yeah. Where did that go? It didn't go anywhere, man. Okay. All right, verse 2.
Oh, for me, yeah?
Yeah. Come on.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Yeah, so we have to, what's the word? We have to follow the laws of the land, all right? But to a degree, all right? To a degree. Because if the so-called white man starts to say, all right, you have to take this MOTB just to eat, we ain't gonna do it, you know? Because there's a scripture. What's that scripture? It says we ought to obey God rather than man.
Yeah. Go on.
All right?
That's in Acts.
Yeah, that's in Acts. Yeah, we have to obey the Heavenly Father. All right? So there's a balance to things, all right? I read verse 2 again because I think...
It's more me, yeah?
Yeah.
Romans 13:2 again. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High,
Okay.
and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
And damnation. Now, when you go into that word resist,
Ooh.
into the blue letter,
Go on.
yeah, someone do that. Go
That's
into,
heavy, bro.
Go on.
yeah, go into the blue letter
Just thinking that.
and look at that word resist.
Romans 13:2.
I'm saying too. And that's why they were in Matthew, was it Matthew 22:15?
Yes.
That's why they were trying to trip up Yahushua and asking those questions about rendering what season to season.
I got it here in a minute.
Yeah, you can read it, but
Okay.
let's
Yeah,
look up the
yeah,
word
yeah.
resistance anyway.
Yeah, so the root word for resisteth, it says there the meaning to range in battle against,
See?
to oppose oneself, resist.
See? To raise in battle. Alright? So it's not talking about, okay, the government says that you take this snakebite juice, you take it. No, it's talking about resisting the government
Right.
and having a rebellion against that government.
That's it.
All right, and the way you do that is arms. All right, for example, they had 70 AD. You know, did someone Google that? What was 70 AD about?
Yes.
All right, a lot of it was due to taxes, man. All right, and you have to know that history because history what repeats itself. Okay, history repeats itself, man.
And that's what the scripture says, resist the devil and he shall flee.
Yeah, the
You see what I'm
devil.
saying?
And the devil was on the earth back then.
Thank you. Thank
Via
you.
what? The
So
Roman Empire.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know? So it's gonna happen again, man. And that's why we have to bring out the correct teaching. Alright, but the elect is gonna get that correct teaching and that correct understanding. You're gonna have other groups that are just gonna tell you, yeah, do what the government says. You know why? Because they've sold out, man.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they've sold out. That's the whole reason behind it. You know what got that?
Yeah, it says in the AI overview when I typed up what incited the 70 AD war. It says the 70 AD war, or more broadly, the first Jewish-Roman war from 66, it says the Common Era to 73 Common Era, was incited by a volatile mix of factors primarily including religious and political tensions stemming from oppressive Roman rule,
Yep.
nationalist aspirations for independence, a string of corrupt Roman governors, and specific trigger events like the desecration of the Caesarean synagogue and the governor Gessius Florus's looting of the temple treasury.
Okay. You Google Romans, Israelite uprisings in Rome because of taxes.
Yeah.
You see what comes up. All right. So that's why you got Matthew 22.
I got it here.
Matthew 22:15.
Yeah.
They were trying to trip up Yahushua
Yeah.
with his words.
Yeah.
All right. And this is the wicked Pharisees and all them.
Do you want to get it now?
Yeah, go on, get it now.
All right, this is the book of Matthew
Bring up
22,
piece of phone.
Matthew 22, verse 15. Then went the Pharisees. I remember some Pharisees were wicked and some were okay.
Yeah.
Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle, trip up, smart up. You think of the try be smarter than the Lord?
They're going like that.
Yeah. Trip up, literally
Yeah,
trip up. You know what I
he's
mean?
walking and they're like, yeah, let's find out how to trip him.
And what we call it a stumbling block.
Stumbling block.
A stumbling block.
Stumbling
Yeah?
block. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Again, then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk, and they sent out unto him their disciples with Herodians,
Yeah.
saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teach us the way of the Lord our power in truth.
And by the way, let me say this: the Herodians. We know Herod was a wicked Edomite, but the Herodians were Jakes that were supporting him, man.
Wow.
You know. So you're gonna have that now, man. You're gonna have them black wicked celebrities saying,
They
you know,
were
look,
doing
I've
that
got
in the
it.
scene now. You had rappers, what that rapper was talking about, what was it, Vax that ass or whatever.
Vax that thing up.
Vax that thing
Oh, I remember that.
What was that?
Demon.
They were rapping.
What's his name again?
I don't even know.
I remember
some
his
no-name
name,
guy.
Let me search.
A no-name rapper.
No,
Well,
he wasn't no name. He was actually big back in the day.
Yeah, but
But yeah, it's kind of fizzled out. But yeah, you had all them. There was one from Run DMC talking about taking it.
What the snake
yeah,
line?
yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've been doing it, man.
Yeah, so a lot of them Herodians were Jakes, man.
That's it. And it's so funny how you said that, as obviously said, because when they did that video, right? After that same 19, C19.
Yeah.
What they do to encourage people to look, they use women, because women are doing twerking at the same time in that same video.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
They were
Wow,
twerking, so
man.
men were like, "Whoa, let me see women twerking."
Yeah,
but at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time, they're talking about, take the thing, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So they're using the celebrities, yeah.
Yeah, using the celebrities,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So back then, them
Yeah.
wicked jakes, the Herodians, they were like your black celebrities back then. Because when you have a higher position, you have more influence, right? Yeah, exactly. Right, continue.
Continue, bro. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teachest the way of the Lord our power in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?
See, tribute is what? Taxes, man. All right. When someone conquers you, they say, look, nigga, you have to give me this amount of money. Just like in down south, they had something after slavery called sharecropping, man. And basically, they said, look, you can pick cotton off this land, but you have to pay us this certain amount every week. You know what I mean? And then you have the peanuts, man. All right. So that's a form of taxation. Okay. And that was one of the triggers of these revolts that happened in our history.
Verse 18. But Yahushua HaMashiach perceived their wickedness, because he could read their thoughts. Remember that? And said, Why tempt me, ye hypocrites? Shew me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he saith unto them, Whose is this image and superscription? They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar. I'm going to repeat it again. Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto the Lord our power, Yahweh Shemashai, the things that are the Lord our powers. Listen now. And when they had heard these words, they marveled and left him and went away.
See, they couldn't trip him up, man. You know what I mean? They tried to trick him and stuff. He said, "Render what is to Caesar's unto Caesar's." So we have to in this captivity, we gotta pay our taxes, man. You gotta pay your bills. You know what I mean? If you can get away with it, if you can get away with not paying it, you know what I mean? Fair enough.
All the taxes and the interest and all that other stuff, it's all wicked, man.
Yeah, it's all wicked anyway, man. You know what I mean? Credit cards and all that stuff.
Let me read this here.
Yeah, go on.
1 Peter 2 and 13. And it said, Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake,
Wow.
whether it be to the king as supreme, or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well. For so is the will of Yahweh, that with well doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. And that's what Yahweh did.
Yeah,
He did that,
he
put it to silence, man.
Yeah, he put it to
Because
silence.
at the end of the day, we're under this man's subjection, man.
Yeah.
So we can't. It's like you get pulled over by the police.
Yeah.
Just agree with Diana and be peaceful. Be peaceable. You know.
You can bring that
Amen.
out, man. That's
You
a
know?
beautiful scripture.
I've got it right here.
Yeah.
The agree with thine adversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Matthew 5 and 25. It says it, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
Yeah. And we've had that, man. Years ago we had that. And just not to get too deep into it, but I had a guy he's not in that group now, and a cracker woman came up to us and said, "What have you done to my Jesus?" Because we had the white Cesare Borgia picture with the horns and that, and she actually believed that was the Messiah, right?
Yeah.
What have you done to my Jesus? What have you done to my Jesus? And she said, I just came out to get some medicine for me, old man, and I gotta see this. And then the guy in our group, he's not in our group anymore, and he wasn't supposed to be talking, no one gave him the permission to speak. He said, "Good, I hope he dies."
That's out of order.
Yeah, that's out of order, man. That's totally out of order.
Is it? And the problem is, right? Because the problem is back then there was a certain spirit of cursing like Esau, but certain men were taking it too far, man.
Yeah,
So you ain't got to say all that shit.
yeah.
All right, and especially if you ain't supposed to be talking. And you know what happened after that? We had to face the consequences.
Yeah, we had to face.
Can't argue that. And it's like we talking about when the police accost you or whatever. Yeah, I understand why Jake wants to do what the Edomites do when they have the certain when you have your rights and stuff, but we don't have the same rights as them.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
the scriptures say that they are not in trouble as other men. So therefore, we can't roll like them. The police don't give a shit if you know your rights. If you're an Israelite, you don't have any rights under their laws, really. You know, so the best you can do is go along. 'Cause you can even go along with their shit and still get fucked up, especially in Babylon, man.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, man. There's loads of cases. There's a case recently, isn't it? Some Jake guy was in a car
Oh,
and they just smashed it.
Oh,
punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, they just smashed. He was like this, man. he was doing exactly. He was agreeing with the adversary, but yet they smashed the window.
No, so that kid, he wasn't completely.
Oh, he wasn't completely. Was he?
He shut the door on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said the window was broken, so he couldn't wind it down. But that's what he said, whether it's true or not.
But the thing is, it was an illegal stop. The fact of the matter is, I've seen a lot of police officers that aren't bootlickers go over the facts, and they say it was an illegal stop. So he thought he had the right, which under the US law, he would think he has the rights. Well, the Bill of Rights weren't written for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Precept.
Hey, they were free fish for human being.
Exactly.
We were free fish for human beings. So them laws. So this is Romans 20 is talking about rebelling against the government. Like us as a coalition, we get weapons and we fight Esau. But Esau's blessing was the sword. So how are you gonna save yourself?
Can't compete.
Don't make sense. Oh.
This is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity,
Yep.
where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment
Yep.
according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
That's a great precept, man. Because that sums up everything. You know, subject to payments as well.
Yeah.
As well as being under the wrath of the those that have the sword, man. You know.
Yeah. Bills coming in every day, speeding tickets, parking tickets, dodgy signs everywhere, this, that, and the other.
It's just about money. This guy's just about money, man.
Yeah, he's just about this bitch is just about money. But because of that, do we actually say, listen, let's get some weapons and tool up and wear bulletproof vests or stabproof vests and go around and patrol the streets and attack Edomites? No, we don't. All right, because we'll be resisting the power that the Lord sanctioned. Because remember, this is the is it Daniel 7? Get Daniel 7:7. So remember, this is you can get a precept. This is the fourth beast that was fourth to come. All right, and the Lord did that for a reason, man. All right, because we were hard-headed and stubborn, and that's why He gave that power to this beast, man. All right, back then and now, man, and now. This beast has got technology that you can't even imagine. He's got technology that
one.
That's the one.
Shut in the camera.
What's that?
You know the guy who he...
Oh yeah, that's the case. Yeah, that's the case. That's the case.
Go on.
That's the case, man.
Just being hard-headed.
I got stopped on the way to.
It went viral, that video.
Yeah, it went viral. That video. I got stopped on the way to camp, man.
I wrote a quick precept anyway.
Come on.
And this is important. It's the Proverbs 16:7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Yeah, man.
So if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, man,
Yeah.
you're not gonna the wrath of Esau, Edom, can be quelled, man.
Yeah, it can be.
By the Spirit of the Lord,
By the Spirit of the Lord, though.
Hey, just like Job, when the Lord gave that hedge around him, He said you can do whatever you want, man. You can't kill him, man. All right. Go on.
This is
No, Caliban.
Romans 12 and
Let him go.
Yeah, finish yours, then I'll bring on.
Romans chapters 12 and I'll go straight to the point. 9 says Romans 12 and Yeah, start with 17. Never pay back evil with more evil. Do things in such a way that everyone can see you are honourable. That kind of backs up what you read out, and about your good conduct, you win them over,
Yeah.
you know, so to speak.
Exactly.
100%.
18. Do all that you can live. Do all that you can to live in peace with everybody. I'm reading the NLT, Romans 12. One more. 19. Dear friends, never take revenge. Leave that to the righteous anger of God. For the scriptures say, I will take vengeance and I will pay them back,
Beautiful.
says the Lord.
Beautiful. Wait upon the Lord.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like you say you've been, you know, there's some kids around the way and they've been trying to bully you up and that, and you go and get your big brother, man. And you know your big brother's going to go down and sort it out, and you're just rubbing your hands waiting for him to go around the corner and bust some heads. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for, man, you know.
True.
And that's the best way. We're just gonna be sitting back, Lord willing, Yahweh's gonna bust them clouds, and all hell's gonna break loose on these devils, man. And all the other heathens and the wicked.
I'm just going to say Zephaniah 3 and 8 is to wait ye upon me until the day that I rise up to the break.
Beautiful.
I've got another precept as well, if I may.
Yeah, of course.
This is Deuteronomy 28, starting at verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. If I may read a bit more. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favour to the young. So the situation we're in, being subject to these authorities that are over us, it's all part of the curses pertaining to Deuteronomy 28. And we can't physically fight our way out of this curse.
Yeah.
You know, because we can't physically fight our way out of this curse because, as we said before, Esau's blessing is a sword. So we just have to ride it out and be as spiritual as possible until, as I quoted before, Zephaniah 3 and 8 comes to pass. So while we're in this man's system, it would be beneficial for us to comply as much as possible until the point where the line is drawn, where it's like, nah, now you're going too far, now we have to take a stand for the Lord. If I can use the example of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, they were in the Babylonian kingdom and they were going along with it until they were forced to bow down to the statue of Nebuchadnezzar. That's where they drew the line.
Yeah, with the music, innit?
Yeah.
When the music plays,
Yeah, man.
you know, when the music plays, now you bow down to that statue, man. Yep.
No.
It's like you go.
So that statue is really a metaphor for the chip. So we're going to have to take that same stance of being like, okay, even though I know you're going to throw us into the fire, we might die, we're going to stand upon the name of the Lord and we're not going to bow down and worship him. Because Esau wants us to bow down and worship his beast system by taking his mark. And unfortunately, a lot of Jacob are going to take it, man. I'm just picturing it in my head. A lot of Jacob are going to take that shit. And they're going to get the recompense of their reward, which means they're going to be destroyed for taking it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, history's gonna basically repeat. So, you know, and if you look at the Oscars, just to note, the Oscars, you know that Oscar award, that's the statue that they had to bow down to.
Oh, the Golden Globe.
Yeah, you know the statue that they give you.
Yeah,
the
gold
Oscars.
man.
Yeah, it's a gold statue, man.
Oh.
It's a gold statue.
yeah.
Yeah, someone Google that on the picture.
Yeah,
Show
man.
the camera.
Come.
Motherfuckers, man. So they know what. Remember, because the whole music industry is about Canaanite, Babylonian gods, screaming men in their ass, and you know, all these kind of things, man. You know, just for a bit of, just for a small slice of fame, man. You know, niggas are out of your minds, man. So when it comes to our temptation, they're gonna fold. You're right.
Precept.
Go on. And you can see they're gonna be queuing up for it, man.
And it just came into my mind, man. I could imagine people taking it and then realizing what they've done and trying to
To
all
get
that
out.
shit
Yeah.
too late, and I mean frantically. We don't understand that. And in times, man, people are going to start to realize that it's more than what they thought they knew about this world and the world you can't see.
Yeah.
So they're going to start to understand this is a spiritual thing now. Too
Yeah.
late, motherfucker. I shouldn't really say that word, but
Yeah.
I shouldn't really say that. No.
It's true.
You
though.
take that thing you've done out here, man. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, you're
It's,
done out here,
it's
man.
spiritual, man.
God, I've got a precept on that. This is
Oh yeah, you can show it.
2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Because hey, in that time, we have the faith that the Lord is going to lift up a standard for us, man.
God.
You know, the what seems to be impossible is going to be made possible unto the elect. So we don't have to have the same fears as the rest of the world, because the reason why the people in the world are going to fold and take their MOTB is because they don't see an alternative. They don't see no other way out. As well as we have the knowledge of the scriptures, man. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. We have all these examples, you know, like even when our apostles were locked up and they was, the angels intervened. Like, we've got plenty of examples in our history that we serve a power that makes the impossible possible, man. And it ain't going to be no different going forward.
Exactly. The investment, what we're doing now, is the investment of salvation, man.
God.
All right. I just get one piece of myself.
But the brother made a good point, because it's like you're talking about a book that's been around for centuries, and centuries and centuries and centuries, compiled by men that were all under the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right? And people want to call it a fairy tale book, man. Like,
That's all the people's denial.
it's crazy, like.
Yeah.
What makes you think that people are just? Well, what is the purpose for first and foremost for it to be false?
Oh, it's just to control people, we're going to say.
But and they say that, but the difference is that the laws are life, man.
Yeah.
That's because the wages of sin is death, right?
Right.
So the transgression of the law is sin. So the laws are there to improve life, not to make it worse, and not to control you.
Yeah.
Like if we was in, if a whole nation was in our right minds, we'd be living it out, as we will be. So it's just crazy, man. It's just people want to do wicked shit.
They want to be rebellious.
Yeah,
That's
they wanna
really
be
what it
rebellious.
is.
It's funny you saying that, because yesterday there was this video that I was doing, and you know that entertainer, I was saying, Cardi B. She was on a podcast or something, and she was like, "I just want to be a mother. I don't want to. I don't want to do what I have to." And she was,
Bitch, it's too
yeah,
late.
she was
Yeah, she
quite.
done sold her soul.
Yeah, she's
Too late.
She done sold her
man.
soul, and she's twerking and this, that, and she goes, all that life that, and she was crying, man. She was like, I just want to be a mom. I want to be, and she goes, I feel like getting a baseball bat and knocking myself out.
Oh no.
Listen, she is one of the worst female rappers.
Yeah.
And I say that because, I like my hip hop. I'm not going to deny that. There's been female rappers along the years, back in the day, that had some skills, man.
Yeah.
If you really want to, when rappers rap and they were talking about how good they was, and so, they might talk about a bit of fashion and whatnot. Yeah, it was simple. But now she's talking about, wet ass this and that and the other.
Yeah.
And it's all trash. None of these female rappers today can do a rhyme without talking about without talking about their box, man.
Yeah.
That's and they didn't do that back in the day.
Yeah.
That would have been shameful. If you was
Shameful,
trying to
yeah.
try and come out and call yourself a female MC and you're talking about your box. You can talk about Roxanne Shante, MC Light,
I
all
see MC Light, yeah.
all them ones back in the even Queen Latifah back in the day, man. They weren't talking all that trash, man.
What other one? Monet? Is it Monet? Monet?
Moni Love.
Moni Love. That's
Moni
it.
Love.
Moni Love.
That's
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, man. She was crying basically because she sold her soul.
Judas cried when he tried to give back the 30 pieces of
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah, exactly. So
Too
those
late.
crocodile tears, that's not gonna happen. That's
Well, I don't know if that was crocodile tears. You can't really call it
Well,
that.
yeah,
Because
that-
crocodile tears is, that's fake. Like.
Yeah,
You're
fake,
feeling
man.
the heat, man. She's under pressure, man.
She's under
She's already
pressure.
done it. And if she goes against it now, they can do whatever they want with her.
Yeah, put it to
And these
death.
people, we're talking about these people, they're killers, man.
Yeah, they kill us, you
They're
know.
killers.
You see? So when they actually put her into a room, or these other artists into a room, and said, "Look, here's the contract. Sign it in blood." All right. She should, if she had the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh in her, she would have said no. But she said yes, man. She complied with it. And that's what's going to happen with the MLTV. A lot of you jakes, you're going to comply with it, man. All right, especially if they get celebrities to start promoting it.
Yeah.
You know,
Anyone got something?
I got
Please,
something.
go on.
I got one as well.
It just goes quickly with what you're saying. 1 Peter 3:9. All right. Not rendering evil for evil, because we're not carnal, man. All right. This business of rebelling against your government and fighting them is bullshit. Or railing for railing, but contrarize blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing, and that blessing is what? The kingdom, man. All right, we're gonna inherit that blessing if we stand tall in that time. So yeah, we obey the laws of the land, but when it contradicts with the Heavenly Father's word, that's the stop-off point. Like you said with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, man. All right. Anyone else got anything?
Khan. This is Isaiah 31 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." And you know, that's ultimately the majority of our people, man. Because, you know, they see Esau in his power. You know, he's got the strong military, you know, because they still boast about America being the best military force in the whole world. Obviously, that's yet to be proven wrong according to prophecy. But, you know, our people trust in what they can see. But, you know, when we come into this truth, we're taught to trust in what we can't see, man. You know, and have full faith and assurance about that.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Hey, there's a key word you just said a while ago. You said not. Read that again, Baba Kusha.
Yeah, I'll just read the whole verse. Isaiah 31 and 1. "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not
Not. You see that word? Not. Unto what?
the Holy One of Israel,
Holy One of Israel.
neither seek the Lord."
That's it.
See, they don't see Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I mean? And our people back then was doing that with Yahushua, man. You know, sending spies and all that stuff to try and, you know what I mean?
Go on.
Yeah,
I've got that scripture you called for a long time, yeah?
Oh, Luke 20.
Yeah, Luke 20, verse 20. And they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him unto the power of the authority of their governor.
See, so in this time, we have to walk circumspectly, man. Because, you know, Esau might bring spies to the camp. You know what I mean?
He did, he brought Vocab.
Oh, yeah, we had, what's his name? What's his name?
Vocab Malone.
Yeah,
Go on.
no rap Malone, whatever.
Yeah,
Because he's supposed to be a rapper, isn't he?
Yeah, Post Malone. I think that's the that's the rapper's name.
Yeah. That's it. Bugsy Malone, whatever his name is, man.
Something like that.
Yeah, he was a spy, and he was sent onto us, didn't it? You know what I mean? But hey, the Spirit of the Lord, you know, the brothers, the captain that dealt with him, he was sent in packing, man. All right. So the same thing is going to happen in this, in this wicked kingdom. Right now, we have. Well, in England, it's not really so-called freedom of speech do we have fully in it.
You know, there was that woman who got put in prison for when
The
they
tweets.
Yeah, about the Southport riots. She
Yeah.
tweeted something, and they put her in prison for 2 years. They let her out on Friday, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Let her out,
How long has she
yeah.
been there for?
About a year and a half.
It's been that long ago.
I think so.
Yeah. No. Basically, she was in there for a year. All right. She was in there for a year or 10 months, but her original sentence was 31 months. So
they called it incitement to violence.
To riot, yeah.
yeah, because we had riots last year this time, and she said, I don't care if they drowned or go in there and burn them down or something like that. It was an Edomite woman, and it was about refugees in hotels.
Yeah, but the thing is,
And
it's
she
like,
was a counsellor.
as much as that's wicked, it's like they're trying to control the speech because she's not of any power. She can't really compel people to do that.
No.
You know, they'll take it because someone mentioned that about you know, I think it was you talking about, you know, the celebrities coercing people to take the
MOTV.
No, not the MOTV.
Oh,
the
juice.
the juice, right?
Jump shot.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're in
yeah.
positions of power, man.
Yeah.
So it's easy to be compelled by that, but they're just using it as because they're trying to clamp down on what you can say. That's why when we're doing these things, we have to be careful how we say
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Because you can't say certain words. You can't say the obvious things, the descriptive words of what you're trying to say. You can't even use them. It doesn't make any sense. They're in the frigging dictionary, man.
Yeah.
And this guy's trying to. So you know, that's going to lead to the famine of the word eventually, man.
Yeah, Amos 8 and 11.
Can I read something? Are you finished?
Yeah, go on.
I just want to read this because this is a point because we're talking about, you know, there's going to be a time where you have to go against this devil, and you can go to the Maccabees, Second Maccabees in the 7th chapter,
Oh, yeah,
and it talks about those brothers here. I'm not going to read all of it, just a little bit. But you know, this is where at the time where our people under the kosh, man, you know, and they're trying to impose all these unrighteous decrees, man, and not really just unrighteous decrees, but opposing the law, our laws, man, eating swine's flesh and all that shit, and sacrificing pigs and all that.
Exactly.
So this is Second Maccabees 7:1. It said it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh and were tormented with scourges and whips. And the point of that as well is that they do that these days, but subtly. Because now you go in the supermarkets and everything you look at in the sandwiches all got swine in it and it's hidden in swine in places. So they know they can't force us to eat it, but they can slip the swine in certain foods.
Bubble gum and that.
And you know, the next thing Jake's going off without even knowing they're going off.
Yeah.
Right?
They hide pork gelatin in
They
a lot
hide
of
it.
products.
Yeah.
Verse 2 says, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And you notice the mother was down as well.
Yeah.
You try and find a woman like that these days that's going to be down to just to be put to death for the sake of the Lord, man.
That's a rarity.
Verse 3 says, then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus,
That's the word, manfully.
the Lord Yahweh looketh upon us, and in truth have comforted us, as in Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. So, you know, you can read on because they all go through the same thing. And it gets worse. In fact, it gets worse as it goes on.
The youngest one.
Yeah, they got tortured badly, man. But they
Listen,
stood.
all the members frying in a pan.
Yeah. Frying in the pan. But it said they exhorted, right?
Yeah.
Exhorted. So while that was happening, they was like, no, believe in the Lord. They were
Encouraged.
exhorting. You know what I mean? They were like,
Can you
"This is
believe that?
That's
I mean, obviously you can believe, but you know what I'm saying? It's like the level of torture,
yeah.
like just to make us transgress, because ultimately, you know, we're the Lord's people, man. We're a danger to the rest of society and a danger to this world, because once you know we're back where we're supposed to be, it's over for them.
It's over for them, yeah. That's right.
You see, in modern terms, there's a word called bring it on. You can imagine being in that situation, goes, bring it on. You don't care. The torture, the pain, whatever. And you're saying, bring it on.
Yeah, man.
That shows you the level of faith
Wow.
that you're gonna need to have.
You talk about it.
In the coming times, man. You have to really, if you're not meditating on that, because it could be you. Just put it out there. Not every brother's gonna go, but it could be you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, this is Psalms 35, and this is a prayer of David. I'll read from the top. It says, "In Psalm of David, plead my cause, O Yahweh," that's in capital letters, "with them that strive with me, fight against them that fight against me." So if we get the example that you used earlier, police stopping, stop and search. Oh, now they've got this thing called summer crackdown on crime. I was watching it.
Yeah.
It's a place where we used to go when we used to set up
Yeah.
Seven Sisters Road. I was watching. They showed that on the news.
Yeah, they showed out on the news. They
Yeah.
arrested loads of people, man. They had police dogs and everything.
And by the way, that's a little prayer, man. That's a little prayer.
Yeah, this is
That's
the
a little
prayer. So this is how this is the fight with how we fight. King David's the example here. How he used to fight. Just a couple of verses. It says, "Take hold of a shield and buckler and stand up for mine help." Right, the prayer. "Draw out also the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation." So yeah, that's how we fight. It's not carnal. You mentioned that earlier on. So yeah, we're seeing what's happening. The results now. This people who are walking around, they haven't got the protection or the hedge around them. Right? The police crackdown. That's the sword of the Most High. They showed certain places that I recognise all of them in North London too. Right? Up there, Seven Sisters Road. You saw them. They was taking people away in the vans, putting handcuffs on them. They was looking for they were saying they were looking for drug dealers.
Yeah.
But if you just happen to have a bag on you, they're just going to take you.
They were just working, yeah.
So,
I remember
yeah.
it had a little dog. The dog was,
Yeah.
and when the dog goes like that, they arrest you.
It's a rat.
It's a rat,
Yeah,
mate.
man.
And they're gonna make a killing because Jake don't know what's going on. And Jake be, what do they call it? Casual smokers, just casual smokers.
Yeah,
You're gonna get a lot, man. They're gonna get a lot of
But
Jake. But that's the sword coming down on them. Yeah,
That's the sword coming down on them. But they had one guy that had big rocks of cocaine on him, man. This nigga had bags of cocaine as big as my hand, man. They just arrested him straight away. Said, "Look, no, you can't be doing that, this, that, and the other." And it was loads of them, and we used to teach back there, man. All right. So that's the sword coming down.
Yeah. They didn't
Alright.
listen. They should have listened to us when
Yeah.
because we wiped the dust off our feet, and now they've come in now to sweep up all what's left, clean up. That's all right. We don't mind.
Yeah, especially you niggas that came against us in those spots, man. Lord willing, they got a lot of you. So you get that, Amos.
Amos, I got it here.
Yeah, so there's a time limit. There's a time limit where this word is going to be out, and then it's going to be gone, man. You know what I mean? It's you know they have that saying that good things don't last forever.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Well, it's not even a good thing, though, is it?
Yeah.
It's not even a good thing. Man.
Yeah, it's not even a good thing. But these words, this.
They're talking about the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this, the scriptures.
Yeah. It's life.
You know,
You're right, because good things don't last, but in the kingdom, it's all going to be good, isn't it?
Right.
So that's going to last forever.
That's
An
correct.
everlasting kingdom.
Everlasting kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amos 8 verse 11.
So really, that saying is bullshit, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only in this
Yeah,
one.
that's
Esau.
Yeah,
Only
this
Esau,
world,
yeah.
yeah.
That's his.
Yeah,
That's his
Esau's
saying.
world.
That belongs to him.
Yeah.
Don't belong to the true men of the Lord.
Yeah.
Yahshua Allah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know another saying that they say in the world, which is bullshit. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. The Bible proves that's wrong. Because we're using these words to tear down this man's kingdom.
Right.
Yeah, Hebrews 4 and 12, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and they hurt, they butt hurt.
Cut them as well.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, our power, that I will send famine in the land, not a famine of bread, but thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord.
There you go. So there's a time limit to get this truth, man. This is Isaiah 55.
And I'm just going to say this.
Go on.
You niggas come running up to any of us asking us for, the name of the Lord. I'm just going to say, fuck you. Say, fuck.
Let me back up. Let me back up what you just said. Let me read the next verse. And it says there in verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea. I say to say, they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find
You're going to
it.
find it.
It's the same thing.
Too late.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The book is going to be closed on your ass, man, because
Yeah.
there's your chance, and the further, and it's not like some people were indecisive, but there was mockers, man, and scoffers and scorners.
True.
So fuck you, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing to it.
Yeah, there's no hope for you.
It's serious, like, no,
Yeah.
people, they don't understand what's coming, man.
Till the pain comes in.
And let me read. You finished?
Yeah.
Let me read this one. Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Read that yesterday.
You know, the wiles, man, because he's devious.
Yeah.
This guy's devious, man. Because remember, he's not just gonna say, bang,
Yeah.
now you have to take this thing. He's gonna try and work it into
Gradually.
society first. Things are gonna start going wrong. Oh, we're gonna have to replace this with this, and then you know, you don't have to take it straight, you know, but you know, it's gonna help you out. And then sooner or later, it's gonna be, no, you're taking it. You know, if you don't take it, you know, Revelation 13. But
The problem is going to be represented as the solution.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, all the okay.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Problem, reaction, solution, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another thing I was trying to think of. Was
Yeah, that's the wiles of the devil. In chapter
Exactly. Let me.
Let
me just finish it. Yeah. It says, verse 4 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So, you know, principalities is an important word in that, man, because it's like that comes down to the decrees and all the things they try and change up in society, man. You know, all the little things they do maneuver to make you start going down the path that they want you to go down, like they did with the C-19, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a principality is a leader of a legion of demons. So, you know, in Wales, yeah, they got a stadium called Principality Stadium. That shows you how this place is demonic, man. Principality
Half the
Stadium.
time, these people don't even know what they're dealing with, man.
Yeah, or Sunderland, the Stadium of Light. What light are they talking about?
The light of darkness.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
they, you know, the Freemasons, they worship the Lord of Light, man.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
that's Lucifer. That's you know, the light bearer
yeah.
is Lucifer, man.
That's in Isaiah, right?
Go on.
It says a son of the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 14.
Yeah, and that nigga Jay-Z rapped about it, man. And then at the end of the verse, he said, "I never read the Bible in my life, nigga." You know. So in that time, go and run to them demons, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and run to
Well, the
them
thing is,
demons
in that song, the chorus is actually telling someone about chasing Lucifer out. But
Oh yeah, I'm gonna chase
so
you.
but it's contradictory because he's inviting the demons in.
Yeah.
You know.
Go on.
And he said in an interview, I've got it on one of my videos. He goes, and that's why they wear glasses a lot, shades. He goes, "I get possessed by the spirits. I get possessed by the spirits." Even NBA Youngboy said that. He goes, "This." He goes, He goes, all this. He had all chains and that. He goes, "This is demonic. All of this is demonic. I'm demonic." He goes, "There's devils coming in at my door." It's like, what? This guy's talking to himself in the studio because he can see the demons, all right, but we can't.
They're talking to him.
They're talking to him.
Remember we was talking about those magicians of old and the ones of today.
Oh yeah,
Like
Houdini.
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield. You can go back to the ones like Houdini and Thurston, all these older ones, right? When they
Paul
used to,
Daniels.
I'm talking way back.
Yeah,
when
Houdini,
they used
I
to
heard
wear
of
like
him.
suits and walk with canes and top hats.
Okay.
And they'd have their posters, right? And on their posters, they'd have a depiction of themselves, well painted, very nice art, and all over it you'd see these little demons prancing around everywhere, and there'd always be one whispering into their ear. And that's it. In fact, what I want to do, I'll show a picture of it, right?
Yeah.
For the camera, right?
Knowledge, brother, knowledge.
And it will show you that these guys are working under, you know, demonic forces, man. So when you see them doing what they're doing, they're actually doing it, right? This is not an illusion. It's real dark, evil, you know, on the left hand side magic. Man. So let me see if I can really get there.
And there's always been sellout niggas, man. There's always been a.
So look, here's just an example. Right, I'll show you brothers first. So you got like Carter, Keller. These are all old magicians, right, from back in the day. So this is not a new thing. This is very.
Oh, isn't it?
Stay there.
See if I can get a better image. Right, that's better. So this is like a very old thing. They've been doing it from back in the day, just like the actors and the actresses back in the day used to call them spirits for their performances. So let me see if the camera can get that. Should I turn it on this side maybe? Yeah. So if you can see that.
Zoom into one.
Demon talking in the
So
air.
there's like all little demons running around the posters. They all have the same
Familiar spirits.
yeah. And it's not a coincidence.
Bring it back again, slightly, brother. To the show them.
It's not a coincidence. Just try not to press this side.
Thank you.
I think I recognise the one in the top right corner. I think I've seen that before.
You know, back in the day when they used to perform, they're making women levitate and making light bulbs turn on and stuff. They were doing that stuff.
Where is it? This one, isn't it?
Top right.
Yeah.
You know, you think that men like the
Fill
Dynamo
the-
and
fill
stuff.
the-
Troy.
You know, they were being they're really under control. Because they think they've created a deal with these demons, but if you're making a deal with the demons, man, you have to pay for that. And and these people that are into witchcraft always say that magic never gives. It all only takes.
Yeah. Precept.
You have to do more, innit?
Of course.
Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your power.
There we go.
And this is the thing, man. A lot of our people, especially our women, have been defiled by these wicked spirits, man. Casting all kind of spells, divination. You know, when a lot of people in the world talk about their spiritual, but in what sense? In what aspect?
Left hand side.
Because they ain't spiritual in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because we're spirituals too. You know, we deal with the stones.
Yeah. On
You
the
know,
right hand side.
on the right hand side.
Right hand.
You see? So, you know, ultimately, you know, because even with these dudes in the music industry, man, like, we see them live the lifestyle, have the chains and the cars and all of that stuff, but how does it end for all of these people, man? What's that guy's name? What's it? Anton LaVey?
Yeah.
I think on his
On his deathbed, he saw
on his deathbed, man.
Yahushua, innit?
Yeah.
He saw Yahushua, he went, oh no! Oh no, not you! And he went,
Straight away.
and then he was dropped dead. He went, oh no, not you!
No.
Because all his
Probably was a
life,
good actor.
because all his life he was mocking, and he knew that Yahushua was black. He knew all of that, man. All right, and that's what some of the prophets in Jeremiah's time were doing as well. They were prophesying in the name of different gods. This is Jeremiah 23:13, and I have seen the folly of prophets of Samaria. They have prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err. So if you're not coming in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, you're rebelling against him.
Yeah.
All right.
I would never describe myself as being spiritual. I would rather say, yeah, I believe in the Most High.
Yeah.
That's it. Because once you start saying, yeah, I'm spiritual, people can construe that in what way, whatever way. That's why someone said, but that's why they say that. Because really, they're talking about the left hand side.
That's why, again, these celebrities have a lot to pay for. Like, even going back to Will Smith. You remember when he did the that big movie, Independence Day, and he punched the alien.
Oh, yeah.
But we know spiritually, in these, you know what I mean?
That's a symbol, like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
But that's satanic to do that.
Yeah.
And he knows, you know. Don't think that these celebrities don't know what's going on, right? But they sell out, right? Punching those aliens, but we know what they are.
There's only one type of beings that's going to come.
Thank you very much. In the clouds, in the ships,
chariots.
in the chariots. And he's doing that.
There ain't nothing else.
Yeah,
No.
they told him to do it.
They told him to do
They're
it.
a representation.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to, but he did it though because what? For the filthy, for the money, for the money.
Yeah, that's what I call a close encounter.
Oh, close encounter of the third kind, brother. Close encounter.
He says that.
This guy, man.
Yeah, man, and he's waxing worse and worse.
Yeah.
They all are relationships.
Yeah, he was in an interview with that Christian rapper Lecrae talking about the elect. He goes,
Will Smith.
yeah, Will Smith. He said he said about 144,000, and he goes, you know what I mean, brother.
What?
I get the
But
fuck.
the thing is, he does know.
Yeah, he does know because he was raised in church.
Oh,
He was raised in church. Remember, he's from a he never had a good race with his dad or whatever. He was raised in a church family, man.
But not only that, they have, if they're going to sell out, they have to be told what they're selling out for.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
opposing the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So they have to know that.
Exactly, they're being
Christ.
rebels, man. But hey, so we spoke about Romans 13, rebelling against the government, this, that, and the other. You know, getting arms. But spiritually, you niggas are rebelling against their Heavenly Father as well.
Yeah.
You know, but the elect is not going to do that, man. Right? This is Romans 11 and 4. Right? But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Alright? And if you go, that was back then, that was an idol. That MOTP is an idol, man. You know? That's your worship. Your worship.
Your allegiance.
Yeah, your allegiance. Your allegiance is taking that chip there.
The technology.
Yeah, man. And they're having chipping parties, all this bullshit. They actually got parties where they all get chipped. And
And the thing is that Edomites are always the first to flood to these new
Yep.
things.
yeah,
They love it. They're so in tune with technology, and you know, it's like the vaping stuff. They was on that instantly. And do you know what I hate? When I'm walking around, and you see people walking around and putting things in their mouth. They don't realise how fucking stupid they look.
And when you see the smoke coming out their mouth,
It's like, I think they know how, because sometimes they do it like this. Like
On a slide, yeah.
That's powerful. When I was coming from camp yesterday, I saw a man. He was sucking on that thing. And I looked at him, it's like a baby, like a baby on that kind of thing.
You gotta say pause, brother. You gotta say pause.
I'm telling you, brother. What? I was watching sucking it.
Hey, stop doing. Hey,
Someone
stop.
You got pause, brother.
I'm joking.
Wow.
Take out of context.
Fair use.
Yeah.
Can I bring this piece about
Yeah, go.
It's true though, man. They just jump on these things.
Yeah, jump on it.
Yeah,
Like, you can bring out anything.
I
and
think they got different flavours,
Edomites
isn't
are
it?
there,
Yeah,
and
they
they just
do.
do it straight away. They won't even
flavour.
hesitate to try something new, man.
Bloody
That's when I'm
Mary.
leaping out of planes and all that shit.
Yeah, all this shit.
You know what I mean? Bungee
Hey,
jumping.
that can't be healthy if you got flavours that you vape.
No,
Yeah.
it's,
No,
it's
it's
come
not,
out
yeah.
in the news that it's terrible for your health.
Yeah,
A woman came forward and she was suffering from lung poisoning, and you can hear the whispering. When she was talking, she started to wheezing,
Yeah.
wheezing. So
Yeah.
you got bronchitis, right? Which they're not pushing the side effects of it,
yeah.
but they're pushing because of the flavors, and it's going to be colourful. And I was looking at a lot of. I was just looking at. I was thinking. You got the pineapple, you got the strawberry, and they make them all colourful.
Yeah.
Brothers, no, I'm
Yeah,
attracted
for
to colour, so I was thinking, how
Nah,
is
but-
a child gonna be influenced by that
That's
so
it.
easy?
Teenage.
But you
It's
said
the
something
colours,
good about you're attracted to
And
colours.
It's the colours.
Colours
Yeah,
and
colours.
the smells.
Can I say something, Aria? As you said about the colours, right? 'Cause I'm not sure they do it now, but when vaping first started, when they used to suck on it, there used to be different colours coming out of it, like different red or green. So that's not attractive to people. They say, oh, that's cool. And when you walk past them, it smells like strawberries.
Smells
It smells like
That's
strawberries.
so nice.
The point is it more so for the children. It's the
Yeah.
same with the
The
cigarettes,
same,
right?
same thing.
Like it's a known fact that the cigarette companies target children. They're not
Yeah.
trying to sell to adults because adults aren't stupid enough to be in their later
Yes.
years and decide to start smoking.
Yeah.
You're stupid, you're a child.
Yes.
While they're young.
And then they made them take the colours off of them, and then now they have to hide them, right?
You see?
But now they bring the vapes out, which they try and make it out the vapes are alright, and they're all colourful now. So
Yeah.
that's replacing
Wow.
because that's now for the children. So
Witchcraft.
you know it's going to be just as
Witchcraft.
bad because
Yeah.
they're not doing it. All these things are created to destroy the people.
Yeah.
Another point about those vape things as well is that they can blow up.
Yeah.
There's been a couple cases it's blown up in people's
Your
mouths
faces, yeah.
and
In
they've
their
died
pocket.
because it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. it's
yeah,
true.
like
Yeah, cheap.
there's actually one Jake. I mentioned it to Alan Wile one time. I was watching him report. He was in his room, and his mum heard a loud bang. When she went upstairs, there was blood everywhere, and he was on his bed. Basically, it had blown up in his mouth, and the vape pen. And they showed a picture of his room. It had flown out of his mouth, hit the screen. They'd flown up and hit the wall, hit the ceiling and landed on his bed, and his bed caught on fire.
Wow.
And Jake survived,
That's the
but he had part of it stuck under his tongue.
That's the Lord.
And they're trying to interview him, and he could hardly speak. And he's like, I don't even
No,
want to get
no,
again.
no.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, it's dangerous, man.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, because now people are mixing and blending their own concoctions.
Yes,
You got
yes.
the fancy ones now that cost money, and
Yeah,
they're mixing their own vape. They call it this vape juice.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
And Slaka, one more thing. And there's some vapes now, if you notice on the train, they're not giving it no. Because they say when you go on the train, it's illegal because they said you must
Oh,
not
no.
come
Can't
and vape on the
smoke,
train. But some of them, I saw people
See
on the
them?
train
Yeah, they do it.
vaping and you
Yeah.
don't smell nothing.
They do it on the
Yeah.
bus.
They just hold it and
Talking about, they do it on the bus.
on the
Yeah,
bus.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
scent from it and nothing.
No, you can smell it, but most of the time
Okay,
they, just,
okay.
they don't breathe it out.
Okay, maybe that's what they're
And
doing.
it's like a lot
Right.
of young girls, especially Jake girls, Israelite girls, are doing that. They
On the
think,
bus,
you know,
yeah.
because you know Jake ain't got no manners, man. They think they can
Yeah.
just showing out,
Yeah, it's mainly
showing
Jake
out all the
doing it.
time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
on the way to camp a couple of weeks back, some niggas on the bus. He gets on the bus, grown man, and he's playing his
Music.
music loud on his little
Yeah,
portable
remember.
speaker. Like everyone wants to hear that shit. It's like, come on,
I
man.
remember you saying that.
Jake needs to- Jake needs to-
Attention seekers, man.
You think it's got no decorum?
Yeah, that's the word.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Precepts.
Yeah, I got one. Galatians 6 and 7. Don't be misled. You cannot mock, in the NLT, mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant.
No, it's beautiful, man.
I
Beautiful.
was thinking of
Beautiful.
because we laugh at that Will Smith when he punched the alien. Like, you know, that's mocking. That's
Yeah. Of
mocking
course it's
the
mocking.
Most High.
Yeah.
So there's ways he's gonna be he's gonna have to pay back. You know, we know about the children and all that, but he's gonna have to pay for that now. You know.
Yeah, he's got to
He's already paying for it in part because his kids don't love him and his wife doesn't love him. He's humiliated him. And all for what, man?
Yeah, man. Riches of the world. All for what, man? That guy is a walking, talking hypocrite.
Remember his first movie,
6 degrees.
he was kissing a man in that, man.
Damn.
And
He
he
wasn't
said,
acting.
yeah, he wasn't acting. He even
done
said
that
that he even said that in a quote. He said, I wish I could have put my all into it. Because remember there was a scene where he was fucking the cracker guy.
Oh, fuck.
I haven't watched that movie.
I've never watched that, man. I just saw that clip
Yeah.
when he's in a chariot. He's in a carriage.
Can't
He went, "Can I have
can't
you?"
be watching stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Make you angry, man.
No, it makes you angry. It makes you angry.
And you know, he was the same one. You know, did you see that interview one time when you know these celebrities come out and he was coming out and this guy kissed him. He shook his hand and kissed him.
Oh, yeah. Get out of the way.
Yeah,
Come on,
And I'm
I
saying,
remember.
who the fuck? Why are you slapping his faggot, right? When
Yeah,
you were
when
into
you're-
that thing, when you
yeah,
were doing
yeah.
that kind of shit. So he's like, he's offended. Like, this
Yeah, but
man
the way
kissed
he
me.
did it was so
Yeah,
feminine anyway.
it felt with the backhand, like fuck it, slip on his. You know, it's like no, they must go, man. They must go.
If
Yeah.
you know, a normal person would have just went up to him and probably put their hands around his collar and said,
Yeah, don't fuck with that. Don't do that again. Yeah.
No, this guy's got a,
Yeah, the backhand, the
Little
feminine
slap.
slap.
like he had a glove in his hand and he's offering that for a jewel or something. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You're just showing that. We know what we know what you do in the back.
Yeah, showing that.
100
Because you've got to
times
maintain
worse.
that macho image.
Yeah,
innit?
facade.
Maybe, and he may get more masculine role. You know, you want to keep that. You want to be able to get the masculine role. Although he may be going that way,
Yeah.
like behind the scenes, maybe he's thinking, I don't want to be putting that at. I need to
Yeah.
put up a tough facade, innit?
A tough
Yeah,
facade.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
remember he's an action movie actor.
Bad Boys, isn't it?
Yeah, Bad Boys.
I think he really sold out after the Fresh Prince.
Oh, that's a spirit, man.
Because
You're
the
gonna
Fresh
say
Prince, like, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he had game in that.
Yeah.
He was convincing
yeah.
with women and stuff. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't see. It doesn't convince me when he's even when he's acting with women.
No.
I'm not convinced anymore, man. Just straight up mode.
Yeah, he's straight up mode, man.
French Prince.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Was you reading?
No. I think it's not a preset. I had one, but
Alright, go on,
I got
go
a
on.
preset. Alright, come on. This is Proverbs 33, 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
He's speaking.
Yeah, so it says, envy thou not the oppressor, because of course we know that Esau Edom is the one who has oppressed us. But of course, because of the fact that Jake is, jealous of all the riches and the position and the status that Esau has, Jake wants to do everything, to sell out to get those riches and live a comfortable life, despite the curses that they have to go through before Yahushua comes in order to really rescue us, but they don't want to go through the hard path in order to actually
Right.
get the rightful status,
Right,
which
right,
really the
right.
elect of Yahweh Shem Yahshua are gonna get. But they don't understand that. That's why it says, when I'm gonna read it again, Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, because of course we know the latter end of that oppressor, Esau, Edom, to be specific, where he's gonna actually fall, his kingdom's gonna fall. So is that just investing in something where, you know, the latter, they know, the celebrities know that the latter end, Esau's kingdom is gonna be destroyed, but yet they still want the comfort of the riches. That's the thing,
Yeah.
you know. But they don't understand that the long term beats the short term.
It's the saying, take shortcuts, you're not getting cut short.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah,
Exactly.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Precept.
What?
Matthew 16:24.
A few more close.
Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to deny ourselves, man. You know, because, hey, man, you don't understand. Hey, look, we're the salt of the earth, man.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of talented individuals, man.
Right.
You'll be surprised what kind of gifts and abilities brothers have got, man. But I've had to give it up, you know, for the greater reward that you know we're gonna receive.
Yep.
Right? Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Now that's in a physical and a metaphorical sense, man. Because we could have saved our lives by holding on to this world, trying to be a success in this world. But hey, listen, man. Psalm 73, it says it all there, man. If you want to get anywhere in this world, you're going to have to be wicked. You don't get to be rich in this world and successful in this world without being wicked, man. And that's plain and simple.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And just to chime in, most of the time when you reaching them heights, it's all to entertain these Edomites anyway.
Yeah.
It's all about entertaining. You know, these guys sell out. They're not selling out to become, you know, leaders of a city or leaders of a country. It's to fucking entertain everyone.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And who's at their concerts? It's usually crackers, man.
Yeah.
Nowadays, especially.
Yeah, nowadays especially.
Come on. Just a bit more. Matthew 16:25 again. Excuse me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Verse 26. For what is a man profited if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Wow.
So there you have it, man. You know, there's nothing worth having in this life that, you know, outweighs the reward of believing in Yahweh Shemashah and entering into the kingdom, man.
Yeah, that's why I said it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
So, because you know, that love of money, man. It's that love of money. It only taints you. You can't. You know, the scriptures say the meek shall inherit the earth. Not the rich and the proud, and the haughty and those that are doing all the abominable stuff behind the scenes and all that.
Yeah, man.
Don't say that, man. Because when it comes to, especially in this world, when it comes to accumulating all that money, then you get all the power. These guys, they get bored, man.
Yeah.
They start to do wicked shit.
Yeah. That's it.
You know, what can we do? We got all this power. We can do. That's why them broads are going over to Dubai and getting defecated on, man.
Yeah.
Because they can afford to pay these dumb dogs, these dumb female dogs, to do that. You know, they're getting paid 20 grand for some Arab to take a dump on their head.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, when I researched that, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, man. And then you see this Arab guy, and he's a sheikh, you know, an all white thing,
Yeah.
and he's got fucking notes, and he's doing that, and the woman's just lying down. He's like flicking it, you know, like a nigger. I was like, wow, man.
He's making it rain.
Yeah, he's making it rain, man.
in more ways than one, man.
Yeah, he's making it rain in more ways than one, man. I got a piece of. Are you finished?
Can't.
Yeah. This is Psalms 125. I get the MLTV. We have to, and the consequence for the MLTV. Is it Revelations 14? Yeah. This is Psalms 125:3. The rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. And that's why me me in particular, I always read Psalms 51 every day now. And that verse 11, take not that Holy Spirit from me, because once that's gone, that's it. It's gone, man. You know, and we've seen examples of that, man.
Yeah.
One minute a brother's like, I love you, brother. The next minute he's doing a video and he's cursing you out. You know what I mean? It's only 2 weeks ago you were saying you love me. But the Lord took that Holy Spirit away from me, man. Away from him. Alright, verse 4. Do good, O Yahweh, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. Alright, verse 5. As for such as turn aside unto crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth, alright, with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon Israel, and peace will be unto the elect, man. Because even, just like you said, you know, the Maccabees story, what is written before time is written for our learning.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go through that again, alright? And we had groups like Sakari? And they were like rebels and all that stuff. Where did it end? It didn't end. It didn't end good, did it? They got destroyed, man. You know, they got destroyed. They got dismantled. They got put to death. You know,
Spiritual warfare, man.
Spiritual
That's the
warfare.
key. Those are the key words. The spiritual warfare, man.
Well, you come up the right way. That's why you have to go out that way.
And you talked about them fallouts, man. What are they going back to, man? A place that's going to be destroyed.
yeah.
Like, you've got nothing here, man. You're not going to be fortunate, and I say fortunate, but you're not really fortunate, to be in a position of the Will Smiths and the JDs and all of that. So you're going back to nothing.
Exactly.
Just folly and mirth and just getting by, man. You know, whereas at least we can, you know, we have the hope and we have the promises, man.
That's it. We're prisoners of hope. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord that makes that decision.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't even help it.
Exactly.
We can't
That's
have
true. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
can't.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll say
I got it. Revelation 14 and 9.
No. Revelation
13 first.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, 13 and 16. I have to always to MLTV because that's what these.
I've got it on deck if you want.
You got it.
If you want to read
Yeah.
14, I'll read.
I'll get it after.
Yeah. This is Revelation 13 from verse 16. It says, and he calls if all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
Who is that man?
You Sweden.
That's it. You know, these Christians want to portray some Antichrist being born from, you know, what's that movie?
Damien.
Damien.
The
Omen.
Being born from a jackal and being raised up from politics and all that bullshit, man. It's just the devil. It's just Esau the devil, man. That's all it is.
Yep.
For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
He's telling you what his name is. He's telling you what his number is. All right, which is 666, man. And that number's everywhere, man.
Yep.
Went on TV, on the news. 6 people died. I just get fed up with it, man.
Logos.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
Omicron.
Stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah, stay 6 feet apart. Oh, Jack lost his wife 6 years ago. They just, you know what? Even if it's not true, they just put it in there. 6, and they put in the number 33. Because 33 is what? The highest degree of Freemasonry. And who died and rose again at 33?
The Yahushua.
There you go. So this truth is all about him, man.
Heavy man.
You know? Go on, you want to say something, didn't it?
I think even on the underground, when they say if you've got a complaint or you can call 61016 or something like that.
Yeah.
6 what?
So I think that's the number 61016.
What to see it say it's sorted number.
Yeah.
God.
Bloody hell, man.
Got a preset.
See, you can't even get away from this.
Even if you want to call for help here, it's 999. Flip it.
Yeah.
6 sixes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, 999. Turn it around.
3 6s.
What about America?
It's 911. And what did they do on 911?
Oh, yeah, 9/11. Yeah, 9/11. See? So this is a spiritual warfare that we're in now. So being carnal, I mean, what's that? What's that going to achieve? What's that going to achieve when Esau has his blessing, which is a sword.
I can understand the satisfaction of being carnal physically. I
Yeah.
can understand it, but that ain't the way, man. Listen, we all wanna, we all wanna punch someone in the mouth once in a while, when in this world, but you can't be doing that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's not gonna work. I'll give you one example here. This is Acts 5:37. Let me see here. Acts 5:37. It says, after this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of the taxing. See? Alright, so this is when the Romans were taxing us so much that they organized, Israelites organized a rebellion, an uprising. Alright? In the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him.
You see?
He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. See, so he tried to, and that was a Jake, man, Judas of Galilee. He tried to rail against the Roman Empire. That Roman Empire is ruling over us at the decree of Yahweh Shem Yashai. And then the Lord took the Roman Empire out, right? Exactly. So that means our captivity under the Roman Empire came to an end. So in this time, that's what we have to do. We're not supposed to be going out there and start. ISCPK, they're out there training. They're physically training, man.
Military.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Yeah.
You can do jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
boxing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Helps with the health.
Yeah. Doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they're doing it in a very carnal manner, man.
Yeah.
All right. Some other Israelite groups had guns and bring it to camp.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it's the Corys.
Yeah.
They were doing that.
They were doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
They were doing it. They were brandishing. They brothers showed videos where they were actually brandishing. It showed, because in certain states in America you can have
Carrying
open carries.
Open carry.
Yeah, and they was showing it. So anybody, if you've got any ideas, they spin around and they make sure that people can see it.
Yeah, flush it.
Bad out there, man. It's horrible.
Yeah, exactly. See, so that stuff didn't work. And another thing that didn't work is, you can look it up for yourself, Masada.
Masala.
Yeah, Masada. You know what Masada is?
No.
Masada was, it was just outside of Israel, where these dumb jakes held up in a mountain range, and the Romans cordoned it off, man.
I got a quick precept, yeah?
And they killed them. They starved them out.
Proverbs 21:1, it says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah.
So, that's why we have to be under the ordinances, because the Lord's controlling the ordinances. He's controlling the powers that be.
Exactly, yeah. I'm trying to powers that be, man. Someone get Revelation 14 in there.
I got it.
You got it, yeah?
But can I just say one more thing before we go?
Of course.
Brothers, if you do me a favour, please, get that scripture for me, Baba Kusha, if you don't mind, yeah?
Of course so.
Hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Yep.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Ecclesiastes 12 and
Yeah.
7 or 9.
13, I think.
There's no 13 in Ecclesiastes.
No,
Yeah,
Ecclesiastes
yeah,
12,
yeah,
13.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's a round-up scripture, we used to call it.
It's true.
It's a kind of round-up scripture. It's like,
Go ahead.
like, especially if you're dumb, stupid Jake that comes up. Yeah, but what is
Yeah, but it's a decent thing to finish on, because
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's the conclusion.
It's the conclusion. Yeah.
you do those things,
Yeah.
it'll put you in good stead, man.
Put you in good stead in those times, man. And them times are here already, man. All these asylum hotels, going outside asylum hotels, writing, all this stuff. Go on.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Now, when you think about the word conclusion, when you read a book, no matter whatever book you read in his word, there's always an end to it. It's the conclusion of the book, right? So, as you said here, officer, as you said, Revelations 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of the Lord our power, which is poured without mixture into the cup of indignation. And he shall be tormented, this is fearful, with the fire and the brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worshipped the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. All right, and you see, the Esau, Edom, they're carnally minded, they can't be spiritually. The way they do things, they don't force it onto you, but they do it in a way for you to they put in a position for you to
subtle pressure.
subtle pressure. Thank you. They push you in the corner for you to receive it. Oh, this is okay. All right, you're gonna be hungry, but don't worry. You will give you this extra money. You could feed yourself and your family. They want to do it that way.
Yeah.
But the Lord our power is cut and dry. If you're gonna take this mark, and this is all of us anyway. If you receive that mark, because you know what, brothers, and we all know this, none of us has never been in that position before. We fasted before for 1 day, Day of Atonement. Some brothers do fast for 3 days. You don't hear brothers do no fast for 2 weeks straight. A dry fast for 2 or 3 weeks straight. Imagine.
I did 40.
Thank you very much. And the servant's not greater than his master. You see? So the Lord knows, right? But this is why we have to have the faith in the Lord. It boils down to the faith. Here's the whole conclusion of the matter. Right? Fear the Lord. Fear him at all times. Okay? Because that is not, we could do all kind of tests, right? And listen, I'm not talking just for the sake of talking, right? This applies to me too, right? Because when that time comes, we're going to all be tested, brothers. We're all going to be tested, no matter how strong we are all going to be tested. And then so the Lord willing. Yeah? So one more. Again it says, the same shall drink the same. That's why if we receive that mark, receive it. So it's an option. Choose it. You're going to choose them or that.
Yeah.
Choose the B system or you choose me. And the Lord keeps repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. You're either going to choose them or you're going to choose me. Right? I am the way, I am the life. Okay?
Yeah, but so like he's gonna make you choose them or make you.
Oh, that's heavy again.
That's what's really gonna.
That's deep. That's why you must fear the Lord again. Always fear the Lord.
No, remember you said that thing. Behind that statement about Carl, what's his name? Carl Schwab. Yeah, look, I mean, right, for all you ones that might be weak out there and take it, this devil has said already what you're going to be eating, man.
You see it.
You know?
Exactly. I want to read this because we're talking about all of this, but there's a, because we talked about in 14 the judgment of taking it, but there's a reward, man, for not taking it, for not doing these things, man. I'm going to go to Matthew 19 and 28, and it says, "And Yahweh shall say unto them, Verily I say unto you, that which have followed me in the regeneration," right? Meaning he's talking to them for now.
Yeah.
He's talking to them in the past, for the future, for the reincarnating of the elect.
Yeah.
It says, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's a reward.
And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
That sounds good.
There's nothing that beats that on this shit
Nothing.
fucking earth, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
You know, exactly. The women, the best thing about the kingdom is not sinning, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna feel guilty anymore.
No more shame.
You know what I mean?
And,
No
and
more
you know
shame.
what? I should have really read up because Peter's asking him, "What are we going to get for this, man?" You know, and that's and that might sound carnal to people, but it's fair, man.
Yeah, it's
We're
like-
doing all these things.
Yeah.
What are we going to get from that? We're forsaking all of these things for you. You know, what shall we receive in return, man? Because why the Lord is just and fair.
It's a fair question.
So it's a fair question to ask that.
Yeah, it's like if you was going to a new job and you have an interview. You don't just go there and the boss says, yeah, turn up at Tuesday at 9 a.m. without telling you what the salary is going to be.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
How
days
much
you're
am I going to
expected
get?
work.
What benefits am I
You're
going to
right.
get? Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's like a perfect balance. Like the other day they had the results of the GCSEs, GCSEs. Yeah.
Right,
Like,
right.
it's common sense. What if the children, teenagers like to go out on the street and play? If you stay home and sacrifice all that to playing, there's going to be a reward for it. You know you want to get the results, don't you? You want to go up there and receive your results, and when you open that slip, you say, "What? Hey, you want that reward, don't you?"
Yeah, man.
It's the same thing. The Lord is a perfect balance. He knows.
May I say something on that? That ties into prophecy as well, because on the news they're saying the GCSE results and A-level results are higher, they're getting higher and higher each year.
Yeah.
But that ties into the prophecy which says, many shall run to and fro and knowledge shall be increased. because you're seeing people getting better exam results. Again, knowledge is being increased. How is that being done? Via the internet.
Yeah.
So it's not really, to be honest,
ChatGPT.
yeah, AI. To be honest, man, they act like people are getting smarter because they're getting better GCSEs. But to be fair, GCSEs were much harder before the internet.
Yeah, they made it easy.
True, that's heavy.
true,
Callum,
true.
that's heavy.
True.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, like, this place is false. It's like, you're not really, they'll give you the numbers, but the numbers don't really work because they've made it easier, man.
Yep.
So, yeah, man. We got anything else?
Yeah, I got to preach that.
Oh, I had one as well.
Oh,
yeah?
Two more?
Yeah, you can go.
Well, I forgot it. To touch on you was making. Let me just try and backtrack because the reason why I was going to bring this out. Yeah, again, you were talking about how when we're getting tested, none of us have been tested with that temptation of either take the chip or face death. But the thing is, our minds are being programmed right now to be able to resist in that day. And oftentimes, one of the scriptures that I force myself to think about is like, especially like for example on the Sabbath. Let's say it's the Sabbath day, and I'm thinking, shall I do this and shall I do that? This is the scripture that I always go to. Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Beautiful.
So, for example, on Sabbath days, I might be thinking, oh yeah, I could just buy this. But no, think of Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. And it's a constant battle between your voice and trusting in the Lord.
True.
So I say this scripture because this is the scripture that we're really going to have to rely upon when Esau comes down hard with like, okay, so if you don't take this chip, you can't pay your rent.
Yeah.
If you don't take this chip, you can't work. You can't travel. You can't do this. You can't do
No
that.
hospital.
Yeah, no hospitals. Like in lockdown, they didn't let you in the hospital if you didn't have an appointment. Even if you were a carer of someone who did.
Yeah.
You ain't coming in.
Yeah.
You know, so basically, I say that to say this, that's one of the scriptures that's going to get us through in that hour of temptation, trusting more in the Lord than our own understanding, because we can be quite crafty in our own minds.
Yeah.
But what did the scripture say? The heart is
Deceitfully.
deceitfully wicked, who can know it? So therefore we have to put ourselves on the back burner and trust more in the Lord. And that's
Beautifully
why,
said.
yeah, that's why the chip isn't being instituted right now, because sometimes we can get frustrated thinking, oh, why is it taking so long for Esau to do this or do that? But really it's the Lord doing it, because he needs every member of the elect to be built up to a certain level, so that when that temptation comes, we're not going to falter, Lord willing, if we trust in him. So
True, brother.
Gradual
Beautiful said.
process.
Beautiful said. Yeah.
Gradual process. Do you
that's
see
all I
that?
had on that.
Oh, come on. Right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, starting from verse 27. And it says here, strive for the truth. Actually, Salaki, verse 27, it says, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. And the reason why I'm reading that out is because, you know, as it says in Job 30 and verse 8 here, it says here, about Esau, Edom, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. So, really, when Jake is receiving this MOTB in that time, you know, they'll be making themselves underlings to Esau, Edom, essentially slavery slavery again, but in a different manner, in a modern sense. You know, Esau's technology, that implant. So it says here, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man. So of course, Jake will be making themselves a person of which an underling is just a person of a lower status. You know, to Esau, Edom. It says, neither accept the person of the mighty, and it says in verse 28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
Wow.
So that's the faith, that's the immense amount of faith that we're supposed to have. You know, hence why the wisdom and knowledge shall be stability of our time, because they will also help to build up our faith in that time. You know, we'll be remembering the stories of old and within the scriptures as we're in those moments that are going to be very critical to really our salvation to Yahweh, from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, so that's the point right there.
That's well said, man.
Go on.
Beautifully said.
Okay, one more shit, I close. This is Jeremiah 17:17. It says, be not a terror unto me, thou art my hope in the day of evil. Alright, verse 18. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil, and destroy them with a double destruction. That's cold.
That's cold, boy.
Double
That's
destruction,
scary,
man.
man.
And that's what our enemies are gonna get, you know. So, hey, remember that. Like, if they're torturing you, you start laughing at them. You can't do anything to me. You're gonna get double. You know, your portion's gonna be double, man. And we're gonna have 1,000 years to kick their asses.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, and that's all thanks to outside, man. Let's give him a clap, man. Alright, man, we'll close it out now. Anyone else got anything to say?
Perfectly said, brother.
Alright. Alright, hello, you can close it out.
Alright, as always, Yara Tazar, that I found it edifying and exhorting. As we say, Kal Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rucha Kudash. And once more, double honors to the greatest on the apostles. Shalom.
Shalom. Much love. Shalom to all. Shalom.